Welcome to the Michigan Golfer Show with your host, Bill Shelton. Join us each week as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great game.
In 1929, the second Ryder Cup was played at the Moortown Golf Club in Leeds, England. And once again, we have the Hague here to talk a little bit about that event, as he was the captain of it. But before the event, in which England claimed some revenge, but we'll talk about that later, there had been a few controversies in your life. Some of it related to golf, some of it not. You had just gone through divorce of wife 2, and there was a little controversy about alimony.
Well, yeah, I'm a firm believer that you should only pay one ex-wife alimony at a time. And I was quite unlucky in love as much as I was lucky in golf, and unfortunately the second one did not end as well as I'd hoped. And so that certainly was on my mind during that time period. But yeah, certainly was quite a rambunctious time for me, and my loves of my life were many and often.
Then there was controversy around the Ryder Cup itself. One of the concerns that you had were people like Jim Barnes and Tommy Armour, McDonald Smith could not play for the American team, and you thought that was wrong.
Well, I thought if someone had been living here long enough and was playing as a golf pro here in the States, they should be allowed to play on our team. They made a choice to play for our team, just as anyone in a football team or a baseball team could choose to eventually play for another team. That seemed fair to me. And it knocked a lot of our good players who have been playing over here for years out of the competition.
Unfortunately, or fortunately, the PGA did not agree, so you did not prevail in that argument, but you headed to England with 10 players. And certainly looking for the revenge after the 1927 matches here, in which America won 9.5 to 2.5. There was some measure of revenge there as Great Britain came back and beat us 7-5. And part of that was before a huge gallery, number one, but number two, you've been blamed that maybe you cost us the victory.
Well, I played all my players. If you're going to take 10 men over there, I expect to play 10 men. I didn't see any reason not to. And you have to understand, this was only the second Ryder Cup. The history and the tradition hadn't been established yet. There was 10 of us going over there, having a grand old time playing a game. I wanted to win. There was no question about that. But I don't blame any of the other people who played there. When I played George Duncan, I lost 10-8. Had I won that, we would have been tied up. We would have kept the cup.
So after 2 Ryder Cups, it's now 1-1. But you weren't through with the Ryder Cup and your dominance in that competition.
I was still looking for a victory on British soil there.
And we'll be back to talk about some of those other Ryder Cups.